Anyway, so if you want to learn more about writing and comedy and late night music to fulfill desires, please go to litpen.com. That's litpen.com, and hit the get started button. It will really just do you a big favor. Hit us up on Twitter at twitter.com/Litpen and at Instagram.com/Litpen.
My Litpen.
Oh, Instagram.com/MyLitpen.
What I'm interested in knowing is if you guys in your family, was there like an expectation of where you should end up? Because for me, nursing was the thing. All of my, like 95% of my family, they're all in the medical field.
Yeah.
Most of them are RNs.
And I won't say here on our vlog, but because of our community where we come from, like I kind of know why that is. So I can see why the pressure would be like, I'm gonna be an artist, and you're like, no.
Yeah. And so that's been also interesting, is that I didn't have anyone in my family to say, oh, you want to be an artist? Here's how to be an artist.
Right,
I've had to like scratch my way and try to figure it out.
Right, yeah.
While my family's kind of like, we don't know how to help you, but it's great. Keep going.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And so not to take up too much time, but what was the expectation, if any, from you guys?
I guess I struggled in the way of my parents never pushed college on me. My parents never told me, oh, you're gonna be this or you're gonna be that. I guess it was kind of the opposite of what you had. Like, I was struggling to know where I was supposed to be. I know that they kind of struggled thinking, how can you make money making films? Because only the top people are like making money. And
you don't have to. I think in all our respective fields, you don't need a college degree to be good at what we do, right? I think we can all agree. Now, I think networking is really important, and it kind of helps to put you like on a schedule of saying, I'm going to accomplish this much and I'm going to gain these set of skills by this certain date. But right, like, so you don't need college, but it was kind of a step for all of us, right, to get to where we are today.
College is great because you meet a lot of people that are in the field you want to be in.
Right.
So you make friends and you make a lot of connections that way, and that's really, really important. Not everyone needs college to learn the skills, because of course with the internet you can learn anything, or learn at least the basics of anything, and then really where most of your knowledge and experience are going to come from is you working in the field, doing what you're doing, because then you know what it's like to really live in that world, what you really have to account for, what skills are really necessary and need to be developed right away, and what can take a little bit of time to keep marinating on, and just practice a lot. Personal projects are really important, especially when you're pursuing something in the arts or in anything that requires more creative thought. Not just visually creative thought, but in coming up with creative problems, solutions, creative solutions for problems. It's all about you practicing and working on something and constantly learning new information. So if that was something I had known in college, just to keep working on personal projects and not just settle for homework, that would have been really essential for me, because I'm starting to do that now, and I've been able to see some growth in myself in just a couple months that I've been doing it. So it's really cool.
Yeah, personal projects, college networking, and being able to say, hey, I'm a student, can you help me out? Even like professionally working with, trying to talk to or network with professionals in your industry, flashing that student kind of sign kind of gives them like let's help them out, or her out. And but yeah, I definitely, like, Litpen started as a personal project in school, the end of my junior year. So that's where we are now with one of those type of personal projects.
I guess I can see the benefits of both, not going to college and going to college. For me, deadlines are very important because it teaches me discipline in like just time and organization and making sure that I meet the requirements of, and not just being lazy about it, but making sure that I do my best and put my full effort into whatever project I'm working on. Opening up my mind to different styles of filmmaking, because I know because you have biases, and when you watch certain things, you're only watching them because it appeals to you. But just being involved in classes, you are watching different students making films and you're watching their style, and you kind of grab things from like everybody in a way. Like you're like, oh, I like that, I never thought of doing that before. Or just seeing different methods of filmmaking or different ways to get the same product that might be easier than what you were doing before. It's better for me in that way because I can sometimes have a very closed viewpoint on certain things because that's all I know. But when they put like these random things in your face, you're like, what the heck is this? But then you end up realizing, hey, that's better than what I was doing, or I need to start adding that to my stuff. So it's like you're collecting information from all these different people that you probably wouldn't have even met outside of college.
Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely in my department, the computer science department, and it was tied like directly with engineering. It was cool to be able to network and see what other people's ideas and what they were doing. I guess for me, I saw it more as like a rivalry and competitiveness. So I'd be like, well, that guy, I know that guy's really good. And I'm like, so, and then that guy, well, I think I'm a little better than that guy. And then you try to prove yourself and show yourself to be really good. But then again, I was a slacker in school, so it doesn't really matter. But
There's something to be said still about healthy competition because it pushes you to push your limits and see like, hey, that person can do that. Well, can I do that? What can I do with what they've done and take it further? And also going back to the idea that college helps you build your network, it does. But I think at the core of that is the idea that community really helps.
It's community, and you have to involve and engage in that community, because I know so many people that just sit in classes and they don't engage. They don't join any clubs, they don't talk to anybody, and they don't go to any events and work and collaborate with others.
So if college is not something that's going to work for you, there's still meetups and like there's usually an association for what you do. So to get involved with that, like you can meet some really, really cool people. Like for me, there were some design blogs that I would follow. Like there was a packaging design thing that I would follow called The Die Line. And at one of these industry events I went to with AIGA, the guy who started The Die Line was there working on a project with people, and you just get to meet them, and it's weird because you're like, oh, I follow you on the internet and here you are in real life. And so there's some really cool opportunities in just the organic community and not just the college community.
As a programmer, I still have not had that moment yet, so I'm still waiting for that. There's a couple indie game developers that if I could meet some of them, that'd be cool, or just like other like top-notch programmers or ones I follow. From my school, there's a couple people that I really thought were amazing, like guys who had these awesome origin stories. Like this guy named Florian, he like started coding in C++ when he was 10. And so he was like amazing in college. This is a great conversation. You now know a little bit more about us and our stories, how we got here. But if you guys have any questions for us, please leave comments on the YouTube videos, or just send an email to support@litpen.com. That's support@litpen.com. And it's not just support for like, hey, I want to use Litpen kind of thing. But if you just want to talk to us, send us an email. I like talking to people about this kind of stuff and helping people along the way. Helping people makes the world a better place. I just want to clarify too that we're out of time, so see you later.